Today's the day. Coooley Tournament of Champions, aka the race for the cure. Oh, I'm so excited about today. 200 forum gold. Matt's in for 200 forum gold. Holy shit. That is one confident player right there. That is one. That's like a, I'm putting 200 in because I plan on taking this thing down. We're doing it with the chat bug. I really like this. So what it would be to signify a go is we would basically just invite cancel. On the second cancel, that signifies a go. That means you're ready right there. I'm just going to be the referee following you guys around. I'm going to commentate the duel. And it's going to be first to 3 wins here. First to 3 wins between Baethoven and Duke. Well, let's get ready for the first round of the Coooley Tournament of Champions. I'm excited. We've talked about it for a while. This is going to be dope. We got 2 heavy-hitting duelers in here. And this is going to be the first round. Fighters, are you ready? Let's get it on. And here we go. Dook-E II, thanks for the follow, bro. This is a back and forth, both players chasing each other early. No one's taken any serious hits so far. Baethoven switching to the FOH here against the desyncing hammered in that is Dook-E over here, trying to resync him and get a good position on him. That's going to allow him to potentially teleport and smite him, or even potentially blind spot him, which looks like that's what Dook-E is trying to counteract that. He is now getting aggressive with his teleport. Baethoven still hasn't taken any serious damage. Dook-E has taken a big blow. A big blow. That must have been 1 or 2 smites right there that he got caught with. He's now getting aggressive, trying to tele-stomp. Oh! Wow, man, what a close duel. That was almost a big comeback from Dook-E right there. I thought that was going to be a shutout for sure. Nim takes the first round. What a fight. It's a great job on the part of both players there. I mean, Dook-E just noticing early, like, okay, I need to switch my strategy, and being able to do that right in the middle of the duel there and almost get it clutch right in time for a finish was pretty amazing. All right, fighters, round 2. I'm ready to go. Whenever you invite cancel, you guys are ready to go on your end. When I see you start going at each other, that's going to be the start of the duel. And here we go. Round 2. Round 2 of match 1. Oh, early damage from Duke. Early damage. Now he's rushing in, trying to finish. He's going to desync. Looks like Baethoven running away, trying to resync, trying to get his wits back together here. Duke's still at a pretty healthy life total. And now Baethoven waiting for the tele-stomp. He's going to try to take advantage of Duke's aggression here. And he's going to try to bait him into tele-stomping, where he's going to eat a couple of smites for his troubles. Very good duel. Baethoven is making a big comeback here, slowly dwindling down Duke's life total. Wow, that was a beautiful tele-stomp right there. Almost nailed Baethoven. Beautiful moves from Duke. And wow, Duke takes even more damage. This is getting very close. Oh! Oh! Wow, man. Huge comeback. Huge comeback from Baethoven. I thought for damn sure he was out. He took some damage very, very early. All right, guys, here we go. Round 3. Let's see if Duke can make a comeback. He's got his back against the wall. Let's see if he can make it happen. That's a go from me, fighters. Whenever you start moving, we'll know that it is a go on your end as well. Early damage from Baethoven. He's trying to move downward here against Duke too. That's a very smart move. He's staying out of that, he's moving downwards so that he doesn't easily get tele-stomped. So that if Duke does teleport on top of him, he's gonna take damage. He's not gonna take as much damage from walking down. It's very, very good. Baethoven, oh, taking 2 big hammers. Duke still at a pretty healthy life total. Oh, Oh, there it is. Duke has quickly switched his game plan here and has seemed to get very, very aggressive with tele-stomping and desyncing. A beautiful mix of both. All right, fellas, here we go. First 2 rounds going to Beethoven. 3rd round going to Duke. That's a go from me, fighters. Whenever you're ready, let's get it on. All right, here we go. Round 4. Round 4, what is going on here? Both fighters being more cautious this time, respecting the power of the other fighter. Beethoven trying to bait in a tele-stomp over here, switching up his game plan slightly. Oh, wow, look at this. Staying right in the pocket. Beethoven right in the pocket, not even getting hit by hammers. He did catch one. It looks like Beethoven caught one on his way out. When he was in the pocket, he was safe. Oh! Big finish. Looks like Beethoven went in to try to smack a couple of smites in there, but he was at just the wrong angle and ended up coming down on Dook-E and got finished with 2 big hammers. What a close duel. All right, fighters, this is the 5th and final round of a very, very close fight. And here we go. Incredible. Off to that early ping damage from Beethoven. Trying to catch him in that conviction aura. Beethoven doing a great job of trying to sink and get around Duke. Oh, wow, big hits! Big hits from Beethoven, and he eats a couple of hammers for his troubles. Wow, this is close. Beethoven at a very, very low life total. I feel like both players are really one big hit away here from the duel being over. Oh! Duke makes the comeback! Duke makes the comeback! Wow! From 0-2 to 3-2. That was an incredible adaptation of a game plan right there. You could see it from the very first round. You could see Duke adapting his strategy to what was going on, and it continued to shift. And what an incredible fight, man. I can't even believe that was round 1 right there. Even, I mean, looking at Beethoven's strategy, that was insane as well. Just adapting to the aggression and adapting to what's going on. That was just insane, man. That was back and forth and very close right till the end. Maty, he's our man. If he can't do it, I owe someone an SOJ. I'm loving the song, sure, I'm sure. Thank you guys for an incredible first round. I just want to say that. That was amazing. That was an amazing first round. I don't know if we've started up here. I see Matt laying traps. I'm going to assume we've started. Looks like we've started. Welcome to round 2. Welcome to round 2. All right, so looks like we've got Manny coming in here. Manny has taken a little bit of damage early. Manny's getting hit with some traps, but that life ain't going down too much. And let's see here. We've got Manny's still getting pinged down. Maty is untouched so far. Keeping that Shadow Master right in front of him to sort of stop the tele-stomps of Smite. Oh man, Manny is trying to bow here, casting battle orders. Looks like his battle orders ran out. Maty is chasing him down. Maty is an incredible player when it comes to an assassin. He's really good at casting the CT tellies. Really good at doing CT telly. You'll notice that when he casts traps, look how far away he is. He's casting these from an incredible distance. He's all the way across the map, basically. Cannot be clicked on by his opponent, and the traps are just appearing right next to Manny. This is really bad. Manny is having trouble getting in, and he's getting pinged down by these traps. He's having a lot of trouble getting in. It looks like he's stuck. These traps are gonna add up, man. It might not be much damage, but it is gonna add up. Maty getting pinged down. I'm sorry, Maty doing some pinging here. Manny getting pinged down. I'm not sure if Maty's even been touched. It's hard to catch him. He's so quick. Maty has not been touched yet. Manny just got off one smite. I'm not sure if he hit the Shadow Master or if he hit Maty. Looks like Maty is still untouched. And Manny continues to pay by trying to go in here because Matt is so quick with the Mind Blast. And Matt's character actually maxed Mind Blast, so that is doing a ton of damage. That is doing a very considerable amount of damage every time he goes in. Maty's still untouched. And there it is! Round 1 of Fight 2 goes to Maty. So 1 piece of Sorb, is that legal? Yes, 1 piece of Sorb is legal. Usually you want to follow the 80-20 rule. So you could have a Wisp as long as you have 75%, or no more than 80% lightning resist. You could also have a T-Gods. Either one is fine, but you definitely don't want 2 pieces of Sorb on. So if you had T-Gods Wisp, that would not be okay. It's like Manny making some adjustments here. He says, like it matters. Oh, man. And here we go. We're off to the races. Maty taking an aggressive start, hunting down Manny over here. A lot of assassins try to stay out of the range of their opponents, but Maty is not afraid to get in. And Manny, yeah, taking some damage early. This is insane. Maty is still untouched. Still untouched. Hasn't been hit in the past couple of duels so far. Manny getting pinged down by those traps. Maty still doesn't look like he's taking much significant damage here. Not a scratch on him. No durability coming off of those items. And yes, Manny is a smiter. He's a very skilled smiter. But I'm telling you, Matt has a way of discouraging his opponents. I'm telling you. It is discouraging. I mean, it's very hard to get on the inside because Manny can't stay on the outside because those traps fucking hurt, dude. But also, whenever he goes in, he's gonna catch the Mind Blast for his trouble. So even if he doesn't get hit by the traps, he's getting caught by that Mind Blast. And with a level 20 or 20 hard points into Mind Blast, that is not a, that's nothing to shake a stick at. And Manny is finally figuring it out. He's figuring out how to get on the inside. He actually cracked Maty a couple of times and reduced him to about 50% health here. He's a little above, probably 60, 70% health. But he got a couple of whacks in there. The thing is, he can smite him a couple of times, but an assassin has an incredible ability in weapon block. You can block any attack in the game, man. It is ridiculous. So once you get cracked by a smite, an assassin can actually block it. Just to add one other piece of discouragement to dueling an assassin. Manny working his way in, but just not in time. He did a great job of getting on the inside there, but he'd been pinged down too much. Been pinged down too much from those traps and that Mind Blast, that consistent damage. What an incredible match. All right, so this is round 3 of the second fight here. This is a go from me, players. Whenever you're ready, feel free to start going at each other. Maty is casting traps, so it looks like the duel is on. All right, Manny is taking a different approach this time. He's staying way on the outside. Looks like he's trying to desync his way on the inside. And that is very smart. That's gonna leave it up to Matt's Shadow Master to cast Mind Blast when he gets close. And that's not always a guarantee. And the strategy is paying off. He hasn't taken much damage so far, and he's forcing Matt to run. That's the thing. He's forcing Matt to run out and to rely on his traps, which is really the first step here. Because if you can push him out of his comfort zone to the point where he has to set his traps up again, that's precious time that's being taken out of the duel and a precious opportunity for Manny to get on the inside and land some smites. Maty still looks like not a significant amount of damage, really, from either player. Manny's getting pinged down. Manny continuing to get pinged down. Maty still unscathed. Using that CT casting, man. Look at that. Look at how far those traps are going out from where he was. There was one trap here. He was all the way over here when he casted that. That was insane. Manny's still working on getting on the inside. Looks like Maty has adapted to the strategy here a little bit. And now he's going to make Manny fall into literally a trap. He's trying to trap him with the way that he's going. He's trying to lay traps in a very specific place, and he's trying to force Manny to go to that place. And it looks like it's working. He's slowly pinging him down. Maty's still untouched. Still untouched. Incredible. This is just... I can feel the misery as a paladin who has also dueled Maty. I can feel the misery, brother. I really can. All right, so it looks like Manny's trying to buck up and get one big hit in, is what it looks like. He's trying to desync, get on the outside of Maty, and just come in for one or two big hits. And it may be an effective strategy here. He's using some very good angles to desync. But the thing is, he's getting low on life, and Maty is not letting him up. He's not letting him recover. And that's the thing. He's trying to gain that distance, but Maty is really staying tight, really following him here. And he's just not getting the room that he needs to get an effective desync going on. Incredible adaptation to this. That's one big hit from Manny. He's gonna need to do that a couple more times though, and that's another discouraging thing about this fight, is he got one big charge in on Maty right there. That was a significant hit, but as you can see, he's still probably got 4 or 5 more of those to go. And I don't think he has the life total at this point to hold up. It's gonna be an incredible comeback if he can pull it off, but yeah, there it is. Incredible, incredible duel. All right, so that was a 3-0 win from Maty. So whereas Matt just dueled, we'll give Matt a break, give him time to recoup himself over here. And the next duel is going to be me versus Dukes. And here we go. Third fight. Third fight. Round 1. Just tagged him with an arrow. Oh! Baited him into the hammer field. And here we go. Here we go. Round 2, fight 3. Oh my god, he's synced. I have no idea where he is. This is bad news. Oh wow, is that his life total? Is he really that low on life? Or is my thing all fucked up here? Oh, damn. I thought he might be going through those puddles. All right, I am ready for round 3. Oh my god. Oh my god. LOL. No wonder I was doing so good. Oh my god, that's embarrassing. Oh, that's embarrassing. Yeah, that is a full redo, unfortunately. That is a full redo. Oh man. I was like, dude, wow, I haven't even been hit. All right, let's get these in. Let's get them in. All right, I feel like I need to switch to Hodo next duel, though. Possibly go for a max cast setup against him, because I do not need this grief. Looks like he's taking some hits here, though. Oh, GG. I'm ready when you are, bro. Duke is ready. Let's do this. Oh, shit. He tried to teleport in, get in on a blind spot, and he caught a hammer for it. Yikes. Oh, damn. Damn, bro. Good duel. Third round again. Oh, shit. Good placement of your sink there. Oh, he's all the way up there. Nasty. Oh my god! Ate a hammer. Incredible tellies too. Like right to the blind spot, dude. Usually you don't have to worry about that. A lot of times people aren't really good at like nailing that blind spot, but Duke is insane. Like it's always something you have to worry about, dude. Wow, very good tellies. Oh no! Oh, damn! GG! Here we go. No! I thought that might happen. I was like, I'm kicking around down here for too long. Oh, he's got a bow as well. What? Or is that my arrow? What's going on? What is going on here? This is insane. No! Whoa! Duke is the king of comebacks, dude. He is the king of comebacks. All right, brother, let's do this. I should have switched to a different IAS setup, I think. Tagged him with an arrow, but we are right in each other's lane here. Very good telly. Oh! Damn! Damn, what a good duel.
I am overburdened.
Holy! Duke, fist bump, brother. That was insane. Holy shit. Dude, I know. Almost brought it back from the brink again. That is an incredible way to put it, dude. I have never seen such vicious comebacks. All right, so we go to the bracket. Coooley versus Dukes. Very close match, 3-2. Wow, man. That's insane. So, we're going to bounce to round 2 over here, and then we're going to go to our first fight in the loser's bracket, which will be between Dukes and Trucker. All right, so we have Joby, who's on Aigle. And we have Maty, who's on Maty. And here we go, round 1, or round 1 of match 4 over here. This is going to be insane. A Bone Necro is going to give Matt a lot of trouble, especially if Joby is good at weapon swapping. Like if he's mastered the weapon swap glitch and can get out of the vicious mind blast that Maty puts him in, he has a real shot at winning this duel. It looks like Matt is still untouched. Joby working his way in. He's taking a little bit of damage though. I mean, that's Maty's style. He's going to pin you down. He's going to make it a grindy match, and he is going to make it miserable for you. There it is. It looks like Aigle or Joby gets caught in his first mind blast trap over there. Aigle's still at a pretty healthy life total though. It's difficult to see how much damage Maty has taken from all of the bone spirits and bone spears that have been thrown his way. He's very, very quick. Looks like he's taken a little bit. If my R's aren't, yep, there we go. It's a pretty even duel so far. And now, so what Joby's trying to do here, what Aigle is doing, is he's trying to do an IBS, and that stands for Invisible Bone Spirit. I'm gonna try to give Joby some pots here. Joby, I'm gonna put some pots over by town. Pots are over by town. Whenever you're ready. Matt's gonna try to capitalize on this. Anybody else who is able to do a mana pool by the front of town, please do. Keep these insane duelers doing their thing. Oh, Maty is continuing to get pinged down, and Aigle is still at a healthy life total. Sure, I'm sure. You might have that SOJ. You might have to have that SOJ ready, brother. Aigle's still at a very healthy life total. 08 Valk on Sin, absolutely. That is one efficient way to hit the breakpoint right there. I'm gonna have to cast battle orders so I can keep up with y'all. Aigle still at a decent life total. Maty getting pinged down. So IBS is an incredible strategy here. The Invisible Bone Spirit, not to be confused with Irritable Bowel Syndrome, is an incredible way to surprise your opponent. It's almost like desyncing your bone spirits. He casts them so far off the screen that Maty ends up running into them without even seeing them. And that's what he's doing here. He's getting just off of his screen and he's throwing these bone spirits. And now this is going to deter Maty from coming in from that angle because he does not know what's going to be coming at him. So Maty is caught guessing where these invisible bone spirits are going to be. And Aigle is really, really holding on to his life total here. And the other good thing about staying so far off the screen is he is not in trouble or even, at risk of getting caught in these mind blasts. And that's one of the key strategies that Maty's gonna have to implement here. He's gonna have to catch Aigle in a Mind Blast trap, and even then, he better hope that Aigle doesn't get out of it. It's currently, things are not going Maty's way. He's continuing to take damage, but he's just one of those players that he can very quickly adapt to what's going on in the duel, and he's waiting. He's always patiently waiting for that opportunity. Patiently waiting for an opportunity, just like you almost saw there. Luring Aigle into a corner like that with a bunch of puddles and having traps ready for him. Looks like Aigle did take some damage, but got away he got out of that exchange pretty well. Both players sucking up the mana pots. They're gonna need to. Here it is. Oh, man. Wow. Incredible. Round 1 goes to Aigle. All right, so these guys are both friends, so they are going to send a go message to each other. It looks like round 2 is on. Aigle getting caught by a Mind Blast. It looks like that was from Matt's Shadow Master, though. Yeah, it didn't do a lot of damage to him. He's still casting these Invisible Bone Spirits, staying here, trying to slowly hunt Maty down. But Maty is surprising him, coming from behind. That was an incredible loop around. Maty went around the cross in the middle of the map to surprise Aigle. He knew he wasn't going to be looking in that direction. Incredible, and he's trying to capitalize. Now Maty is going to try to make it so Aigle cannot get the distance that he needs to get these IBSs going. But Aigle is very, very good at staying out of the way of damage. Maty is now kicking back a little bit. He's trying to trap. Both of them have not taken any damage. All right, as the ref, I'm gonna have to say, you guys need to fight. You guys need to fight. Guys need to work. You're only getting 1 mana pull this time. You guys need to work. Shadow Master's taking a lot of damage. Maty hasn't taken any. Rocking the 08 Volk. Aigle taking a little bit. He's getting caught in that Mind Blast trap. Now you can even see Maty is chasing him with that CT telly. That's how he's able to cover so much distance. You can even see in me trying to chase him, I'm just not easily able to keep up, because he's doing this CT telly where he casts out like this, if I can even get mine going here, and it just allows him to cover so much distance. But it is reserved, it's a tactic reserved for some very good quick duelers, because you have to make some adjustments very, very quickly to pull that off, you know, and to be effective with it. All right, looks like Maty, how much damage is he taking? It is a mystery. He's too quick. These players are impossible to keep up with. Maty is still a very healthy life total. Mouse wheel up and down for char screen and skill tree for some pro tips while teleporting. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a good way to do it. Eating up these mana pots. Make this duel a little quicker. It looks like Aigle and Maty probably about similar life totals here. Both really. Oh, here we go. Looks like Maty is catching Aigle in a Mind Blast trap there. Aigle was able to get out. And the mana pool is gone. These fighters are gonna have to make it happen. Gonna have to work with the mana pots they got. Good on you, Nim. I have to rebow to keep up. Fight's probably still progressing as normal. Aigle still getting pinged down here. Maty's still at full health. I was wrong about his life total. Looks like I must have caught his Shadow Master or something. He's untouched. And that's the difference between keeping that pressure on Aigle. That's the big difference right there. He's keeping that pressure on and not allowing him to get the distance that he needs. Maty getting pinged down here. There it is. Aigle switching up the game plan now. He's trying to get that distance. He's doing a good job of like staying next to his opponent. No more mana pools, sir. No more mana pools. This is a fight to the death. Otherwise, this duel's gonna last forever. One mana pool in the fight is understandable. But we gotta call it somewhere. Guys, gotta work. And Mops, so OG. Appreciate that, man. And Aigle has towned, which is a loss for Aigle. He is out of mana. TKO. That is 1-1. Maty versus Aigle. Matt says easy. In case you didn't know, these guys are bros. Sure, I'm sure it says, does Maty and Joey's father know he birthed fucking legends? All right, round 2 or round 3. Here we go. For this duel especially, we're encouraged to have no mana pools, as mana is something that is very important here. We're gonna do the 1 mana pool, I guess. Yeah, 1 mana pool is fine. It kind of allows people to get out of trouble, you know what I mean? Expend their mana to get out of trouble, but you gotta keep the pace of the fight going. And Maty is taking some early damage. Aigle also taking some early damage. Wow, Aigle's in a lot of trouble. There it is. He's getting caught in the Mind Blast. Maty's still at a very healthy life total. There is a pool down by the edge of town, Aigle. There is a pool down here if you need it. I really like the pace of this duel. Very good duel so far, guys. Aigle, now noticing he's in trouble, he's really trying to employ a different game plan here. He just notices when he's about to get mind blasted and teleports right out of the range. And there it is, he's caught in another one! He's caught in another one! This could be it! Oh! Oh, man! I think the ref got in the way of Aigle there, but it happens. I think the ref got in the way of Aigle there, but it happens. Sometimes you never know how the fight's gonna progress. The ref just happens to be in the way. All right, here it is. Aigle starting early with the IBS. Maty teleporting around him. And you see what Aigle's doing here? He's throwing bone spirits and teleporting into them. He's trying to protect himself from getting tele-stomped, which works against a lot of duelers, but I'm not sure that Maty is going to be tele-stomping him with a lot of, with a lot of his attacks. Maty does have the ability to, I believe it's use Fire Blast or something. He has some sort of weird attack, I do know that. Looks like neither fighter has taken any damage so far. They're being cautious, respecting each other's power here. And I know these duels typically take a little longer, but I mean, this is what you get for having two very, very skilled players go at it. Like, look at that. They were right in close, right in the pocket, and neither one of them took a significant amount of damage. That is insane. Oh, there it is! Oh! Wow! Holy! A swift knockout! This is a close fight. This is a close fight. Good pace, fellas. Good pace. This is now 2-2. I would expect no less from two legends. Copy, edit, submit. Thanks for the follow, brother. Welcome to the fam. Mana pool refresh for the finale. Would completely agree. Here it is. I'm gonna go refresh on some mana pots here as well so I can keep up with these guys.
Yes.
Joby, you towned on one of them, I believe. Let me see here. Let me double check the score. Yes, you towned on one of them, Joby. The towning was a forfeit. We cut the mana pool off because the duel was going too long. The duel was going too long. Unfortunately, a town is a loss. We gotta play it by the GM rules. They're not my rules, I just have to enforce them. We do have a healthy mana pool going by the start of town, though. Aigle taking out the aggression here. He's like, you know what? I'm pissed that I got a loss here. I'm taking it out. Taking it out on Maty here. Getting those early IBSs going. Incredible. Aigle still not damaged very much. He's now trying to telestomp Matt when he's moving out. So instead of, he's really switched his strategy here. That's beautiful. He's trying to catch Matt going out, and he's doing an incredible job of it. That was an incredible switch in his strategy. So his strategy before this was to create the distance and use Invisible Bone Spirit to surprise Maty. But now he's faking him out. And instead of going out and creating the distance, every once in a while he'll telestomp him. And that is working very well here. Matt is under 50% health. Aigle's still very, very high in a life total, almost full life. Oh, Aigle gets caught, but can he get out? Very successful at getting out. How much damage did he take is the question. Not much. He got out of that pretty well. He was caught in a Mind Blast trap, was able to weapon swap glitch out, and get out practically unscathed. Maty in a lot of trouble here, but he can end it very quickly. Aigle taking some more damage from the Mind Blasts. Aigle doing the Invisible Bone Spirit. I think Maty might be trying to go from a weird angle. Very good there. I almost expected him to go around the cross, but instead he just came from a weird angle. Caught in a Mind Blast trap. Can Aigle get out? Maty's trying to keep the pressure on now and not give him that distance that he needs. This is insane. Both players know this is for the gold right here. Nim, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you, brother. Aigle taking some more damage from Mind Blast. It looks like he's got the swirlies over his head, but that could have been from the Shadow Master. I don't think that was a direct hit from Mind Blast. Maty here, regaining life, that replenished life. A lot of people say that replenished life doesn't matter in duels, and I'm telling you, it really does here. Maty went from less than 50% health to over 50% health now, and that's just because the duel is going on for a long time. And when you have two epic duelers going at it like this, this is how things often turn out. You can have these grindy duels, and that's where replenished life really comes into play. Yes, there is. There's a limit to 40 GM life rep. So you can't have more than 40. Oh, Aigle caught. Looks like he might have got hit from a Mind Blast again from the Shadow Master. Maty taking a little bit more damage. Nothing significant. Reboing to keep up with these guys. Where'd they go? They're over here. I'm going the wrong way. All right, the mana pool is gone. Players are now forced to use what they have in their belt to finish this duel. And one could only think that the longer the duel goes, the more that benefits Maty. And it looks like Aigle's already running. He might be in trouble with mana. Aigle might be in trouble with mana here. He's running. He's not teleporting. Aigle's in a lot of trouble with mana, but he's going to try to stick it out. He's running away. He's trying to get that distance. He doesn't even have enough to cast a Bone Spirit here, I don't think. He's in a lot of trouble. And now what he's doing is, it might look like he's playing defensively here, and he is, but he's trying to make Maty use all of his mana too. That's why he's running around. He's hoping that Maty gets aggressive and uses all of the rest of his mana, which will then, when that happens, the duel favors Aigle. So that's what he's trying to do here. He's trying to make Maty piss away all of his mana so that he has nothing left. He's really not in a lot of trouble right now. And there he goes. Now he's regained some of his mana. He took a couple of good shots there. Managed to hit Maty a couple times. Very well placed. Insane. He's caught. Aigle is caught. He got out with a weapon swap glitch. This is insane. What a duel, man. This is a duel for the ages right here. Maty at about probably 40-45% life. Aigle continuing to take damage. His strategy is allowing him to hold on so far. Looks like he's weapon swapping and trying to create the distance, but he got caught. He got caught, and I don't think he's taken a lot of damage here. It seems like he should have taken more than that, though. He should have. That is surprisingly not a lot of damage taken here. There we go. Now he's taking some more damage. He's in a lot of trouble now. Here it is. Aigle is at less than 50% life. Maty still recovering from that replenished life. Aigle continuing to get pinged down. He's trying to recover some mana. And Maty needs to be careful not to expend all of his energy here. He's very, very methodically picking Aigle apart here. He's picking his shots a lot more with these traps too. And he's trying to corner Aigle. Aigle trying to, again, I mean, this is just a chess match, trying to get out of that corner. Now Aigle's caught in a Mind Blast trap. Can he get out? Maty's Shadow Master just casted Meteor there. That was a Meteor from the Shadow Master. Oh, Aigle is caught! It is all over! Maty wins the duel. What an epic match. What an epic match. Wow, man. Wow. GG. Jovi, that was insane. That was insane. What a match in this tournament. First duel of the losers bracket. The loser is out of the tournament here. Loser is out. Duke's unhostile me, but don't forget to re-hostile me if we ever duel again. And yes, we are rolling by GM rules. As outlined, I sent people a message in the group discussion of Discord, so we should all have a link to that. But towning, I know Aigle was a little upset about that, but towning is unfortunately a loss. If you accidentally go to town and you come right back out, that is fine. But if you stay in town, you go in for mana or whatnot, it's over. It's over. All right, so this is round one. The loser of this match is out. Oh, insane telestomp from Dook-E there. If you saw, he just teleported from halfway across the map. What he did there was he actually desynced and then telestomped. It made it so that he had an incredibly clear shot and Manny never saw him coming. That was very, very good. Technically, Dook-E has a class advantage here, and I would say that that matters against most smiters except for Manny. Manny is an incredible smiter, or incredible VT. He also has the power of FOH here, and that really, really, as you could see, you know, in his first duel, can really pay dividends. Oh man, Dook-E is in trouble! Dook-E is one FOH away from death! Dook-E is one FOH away from death! This could be bad. He needs to get in with some hammers, and there it is. The first round goes to Manny. Duke never lets that hold him back, though. Duke is the type of player where he can suffer a couple of losses in the first couple of rounds and not let it affect him at all. it almost motivates him. It almost motivates him to become an incredibly better version of himself right in front of you. You can never count Dook-E out. He's an insane dueler. Probably one of the best sinkers that exists on East right now. He's extremely good at sync, and he knows what to do with it. A lot of people don't know what to do when they're all synced up. You know, they don't know how to capitalize on it, and Dook-E is not one of those players. So we have round 2 going on. Manny just plugging away. Manny plugging away. It looks like Dook-E might have ran away to try to sync here, to try to get a good angle on sync. Oh! 2 big hits early from Duke, but he eats a couple of smites for his troubles. And if he's cut open, this is going to be really bad news for him. Because if he continues to drain life, he's now in a couple of FOH ranges right here. If he's got to be careful not to get too close. If he gets in range of a conviction aura, that could be it for him. Oh, wow, man. Incredible. So that happened a little bit off screen there, but what you just saw was one of 2 things, and you'll have to clarify. That was either a failed telestomp where he telestomped and got smited for it, or he got caught in the conviction aura and took a vicious FOH. But that happened very quickly. Incredible. 2-0 so far for Manny or Trucker. Incredible. That was an up smite. That's what I thought it might have been. It was a very quick hit. And he does not have any conviction. He says he did not stack conviction aura. So this is just all, I do remember that actually. He told me at one point. So this is just all straight FOH damage, no conviction. That's incredible. And here we go. Round 3. Oh! Both fighters taking big shots early. Manny took a couple of hammers there trying to get in, trying to finish early. And he ate some big shots for trying to do that. Dook-E is catching on. He's catching on to this strategy and he's switching it up. Dook-E takes another smite. Oh! Incredible. That was incredible. Oh my God. This is what we were talking about. Dook-E is the type of player where when his back is against the wall, he is like the best version of himself. I mean, you even saw it in our duel. It went from what looked to be an easy sweep to, holy shit, I am in trouble. You know what I mean? He figures out your strategy and just adapts to it very well. He's doing a great job this duel. So here we go, round 4. Round 4, both players in the pocket. Nobody takes any significant damage. Dook-E desyncing, tele-stomping. Manny is ready for those tele-stomps, though. He's almost waiting for it. But the more that he does that, the more he risks getting synced on. Dook-E still hasn't taken much significant damage. Manny taking a little bit. Dook-E really picking his tele-stomps here. Very well played. Oh, Manny's eating a hammer, too. This strategy is paying off by Dook-E. This strategy is paying off. See, here it is. Look at this sync. He is nowhere close to us right now, but he is on our screen. That's where he was. He was all the way up here. This is insane. This is insane. And Sharp Shore says, incoming comeback right here. Oh! Wow! Here it is. Sure, I'm sure you very well could be right. It is now 2-2. This is how every single one of Dook-E's duels has gone so far. It's been a very early sweep from his opponent, and he learns on the spot how to deal with his opponent. And what he's doing now and how he's switching up his strategy is he's employing more of what we saw a couple of times in their first duels. A couple of times he would desync all the way across the map and then telestomp. And that makes it so that Manny cannot be ready with his smite. If he can't see him on his screen, he can't name lock him for that telesmite or for the telestomp. So that's his strategy now, and it seems to be working really well. So it looks like here is round 5. We are underway. Manny employing the FOH strategy. So now he's adapting to Dook-E's game plan here. So what he's doing is he's trying to FOH Dook-E to make sure that he always knows where he's at. And he's eating a hammer. Dook-E was able to get in a good telly stomp, but also Manny got in a good smack with smite. So now, yep, there it is. He FOH'd him. He's making sure he knows exactly where he is. And now Dook-E, how is he gonna adapt his strategy here is the question, or does he need to? Oh! An incredible desync from all the way across the map. Dook-E was up here in these puddles. Dook-E was up here in these puddles, and the final kill came down here. That was an insane desync. Insane desync and one fuck of a comeback. Holy! Vicious, vicious duel. Oh my God. Wow. Trucker, do not let your record speak for you, brother, because those were insane duels. Those were insane duels with high skill levels on both sides in every single one of your matches, man. That was just insane, man. Very high skill level. Both of you guys just adapting to each other's game plans right away. I mean, it was just an incredible duel to watch. That was just insane. Dukes takes it 3-2. Trucker has been knocked out of the tournament. Now it looks like the next match here is Maty versus me. Go. Oh. Go. I can't even message my friends now. What is going on? There we go, finally. All right, this is gonna be rough. I have to conserve my mana here and try to make him lose his. All right, I gotta get conservative with my mana. Try to make him waste his. He's staying beyond the puddles though, which is a really good maneuver. God damn it, dude. Man, try to get out of the way of that, but that was not good. Matt's doing a really good job. Really good job of staying off my screen here. Wow, well placed. Well placed. Yeah, I can't even get a click on him, dude. I can't even get a beat on this guy. This is bad. We clipped him a little bit, but we're gonna need to do more than that. Oh, damn it! I got the name lock, but it was too little too late. Very nice CT cast there. Very well placed traps. Very well placed traps. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can frustrate him here. I'm gonna see if we can frustrate him. Wow, good placement of traps, dude. Oh my fucking word. Damn. GG. What do we need to do differently? Comeback time Dook-E style. Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope. What do I need to do differently? I feel like we've got enough light res. He doesn't have minus res because assassins can't do that. I'm gonna try something a little different. Nah, that's not good. Or actually, we could do this. Yeah, we could do that. So on the swap, we always have 80. Yeah, we're just trying something a little different here. I'm gonna try to stay on the outside this time and try to frustrate him. We put more IAS on with our gloves, so we're shooting arrows a little quicker. Very well played, Matt. Very well played. What the fuck is going on here? Oh my fucking word. That was the most ridiculous mind blast I've ever seen. Yeah, I'm in a lot of trouble here, I think. A lot of trouble. Yeah, we're dead here. Oh, man. GG. I do like the setup of our third duel there that I had going on with the more IAS. I feel like that was better, the definite better way to go, and kind of make him chase me a little bit, lull him to sleep a little bit with the bow, and then when he starts getting careless, that's when you name lock him and start charging him. It started to work at the end of the third duel, but I just couldn't get there. That was insane. Nice job, Matt. That was sick. That was sick. This is the last round before the semifinals. And we have Dukes versus Nim. Right here. Next up, the rematch of Nim and Dukes.
Greetings.
This is going to be really interesting because both players know the other person's game plan now. I mean, they have spent 5 rounds going back and forth with each other. So this is going to be a very, very interesting duel. So we have Baethoven versus Dook-E. Both are hostile, but they are not hostile to me. Man, it's getting there. There is a lot of stuff on the line too. And may I remind you guys, we'll go back to see what the prize pool is here. Oh, never mind. It looks like these guys are jumping in, so we're going to jump in and follow them here. Looks like round 1 is underway. And look at this, Baethoven switching to this FOH game plan here, trying to ping down Duke. And Duke is getting aggressive, doing a telly stomp. Managed to get him. He caught him. Caught him when he had when Baethoven had the FOH out. Oh man, Duke is really adapting, man. He is really adapting, landing some serious shots without taking much damage himself. I think Baethoven is now officially off the FOH plan here. He knows that he's going to need to get big hits in if he has a shot at winning round 1 here. Oh, and there it is. He's getting him in. Very good placement from Baethoven. Very good placement. Can he do it again? This is what I mean by this adaptation between these players. And now Beethoven's getting into a very, I was going to say this is going to be bad, man. He's getting into an area where Duke has flooded that area with hammers, desynced hammers. And Baethoven was trying to get in and get at a perfect spot, but Dook-E just didn't give it to him. That was insane. It is definitely a fun match to watch. All right, fellas, I am ready whenever you are. You guys are kind of taking it into your own hands at this point anyway. I'm proud of you for that. Keep it up. All right, so we got round 2, Duke's desyncing. And it looks like Baethoven has switched to a Holy Freeze aura. That is that's very, very intelligent, because that Holy Freeze aura is actually going to resync Duke. Actually, I'm sorry, is that Duke with the Holy Freeze aura? Is that Duke? No, it's both of them. Both of them have the Holy Freeze aura. They are next leveling each other here. Oh! Baethoven catching a big hit from a hammer. Oh, man. Vicious sync from Dook-E. We're going into round 3. Dook-E really remembers how he needs to duel Baethoven, and he's pulling the strategy off very well. Getting in with the sync, Baethoven resyncing him with an FOH, using it very intelligently, running downwards so that he's not getting caught in these hammer fields, and he's trying to trap Dook-E. Oh, this is insane. Very close quarters battle here. Baethoven took a lot of hits, and Dook-E is very high in life totals here. He is looking very good. Baethoven is 1 hit away. And Dook-E now trying to telly stomp, a mixture of stomping and sinking here. And this is getting bad, but Baethoven on the sync plan as well. He's coming down from that top angle and gets caught with a hammer. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, so now it's a rematch. This is a semifinals, last round of the semifinals. A rematch between Coooley and Dukes. I'm like rooting for Duke, but I also don't want to lose. You know what I mean? I'm rooting for Duke, but I also don't want to lose. Will this prove that Widowmaker is greater than Blessed Hammers? If I win, it could be used as an argument, that is for sure. And yes, Duke, he's hostile again. Very good. Good catch that time. Good catch. That would have been terrible to have to do those over. Here we go. All right, so if I'm right, he's gonna try to sync really hard. And he may even employ some of his strategies that he's learned against other paladins, where he desyncs and tries to telly stomp. So I have to be prepared for that, because he may try to desync and telly stomp me when I pull my bow out. Looks like he's taken a few hits. That was Matt who bet the 200 forum gold. I think he's confident he's gonna get it back. No, no, I just charged right on top of him. That was not good. That could have gone so much worse. Very good placement, Duke. Oh, man. GG. GG. Round 2. Oh man, nice placement. Well done. Oh! Anticipated the telly stomp. Oh! Vicious, dude. Vicious fight, man. Round 3. Okay, so it looks like he was up there or teleported. That was some very good sync there. I don't trust that area of the map. Oh! Oh, vicious hits! That looks suspicious. That looks like a suspicious area. Alright, so now he's up there. He's likely gonna go back down. Oh man. Oh man. Damn, homie. All right, brother, here we go. That was round 3. It's 2-1 me. Round 4. Oh my god, getting smashed with those synced hammers. No! Man, good duel, man. Good duel. That was very close. We both ran out of battle orders there too. The classic no-bow telly stomp. Yeah, dude, we both ran out of those battle orders. We were both in like survivor mode towards the end of that. That was insane. That was insane. Duke, incredible showing in this tournament, brother. Incredible showing. Like this was well played on your part, dude. I have never seen anybody adapt to a game plan more quickly than you did. Like that was absolutely insane. And just amazingly fun duels to watch. Wow. So you guys know what that means. It's now the finals. It is now the finals between the legendary Matt and Coooley himself. God, this is insane. And look at this. Matt's all rested up. He's just been sitting back the whole tournament. He's like, yeah, man, I'm just chilling in the winner's bracket. I'm just chilling in the winner's bracket. You know, I got some time. Recoup, recover. But yeah, that is a great point. Sean.com. Let's go over the loot. Let's go over the loot real quick for the winner. Let's go to this sheet right here. I'm going to move chat over this way. We have these people. I put in a job bear rune, but I'm actually going to put in more runes than that. So I'm going to match Nim. I'm going to go 10 high runes. Nim's got 10 high runes. Matt's got 200 forum gold in there. Duke put in 5 forum gold. Trucker put in some rune words. You never know. They could be spirits. They could be stealths. They could be BOTDs. You never know. Any donation is good. I was just cool with like a little something so we could get a nice pool going. So don't feel bad if you didn't donate as much as other people. Like that's absolutely fine. All right, bro. The finals, the final round. Here we go. All right, let's not get stupid early on here. I gotta lull him to sleep. Lull him to sleep, conserve the mana. Don't corner myself. Oh man, good placement. This is for the... Oh my god. Go. Yeah, let's rebow. I'm actually rebowing right now. Yeah, I'm good, Matt. There we go. Getting it in. That's right, that shadow's gonna cost him some mana there. It's gonna be it's a mana intensive duel. Cracked him with an arrow there. That's what we want to do. Lull him to sleep. Lull him to sleep. Damn it. Costing him a little more mana with that shadow. This is so much. This duel is insane. Got it all on the line. God damn it. Oh! Maty's taking a lot of damage! We lulled him to sleep there. He tried to punish us for bowing. But we don't want to get overconfident here. That's how we lose this duel. Just gotta stick to the game plan and be patient. Alright, took out his shadow. Costing him even more mana. He's getting more conservative with his mana by the looks. Yeah, now he's trying to lead me into those traps. Whew, thank God for that Mind Blast pushing me out of the way of that. Holy. I'm gonna see if I can bait him here. Very good, well played. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! That was so close. 20 health. Matt was at 20 health. Go, bro. Maybe. The server ever. I think he's gonna try to get really aggressive here in the beginning. I think the last one was too close for comfort for him. So we're just gonna get on our bike and make him chase us. This is not where we want to be though, in the puddles. Man, try to name lock him, paid the price for that. Trucker gave out tier 1 community sub gifts. You were the man, brother. Trucker, you're a hell of a dude, man. God damn. Oh my God. Very good placement with his character there. Oh! Knockout! Yeah! Yeah! GG, homie. All right, here we go. Go, bro. 1-1. What a duel. Yikes, that one hurt. Where the fuck am I? Yikes. Oh man, I knew it was coming. Oh, I knew it was coming. 2-1. I think what Matt did there was, I think he was looking for when I ran out of bow. And he was conserving his energy for when I ran out of bow. So that, so that when I did, he could really push the pressure. So definitely something to think of there. Round 4 of a potential 5. Wow, this is insane. These have been insane duels, man. What a great tournament we've had tonight. Good damage from the Mind Blast. God damn, that fucking shadow, man. Yep, I am a whole load of fucked here. Whole load of fucked. No! No! GG! All of my hopes and dreams crushed! Crushed by Matt! Oh my gosh, good duels, man. Oh my gosh, this was amazing. I mean, everybody from Nim, Matt, Trucker, Duke, you guys were just insanely good. You guys are insanely good duelers. I mean, this was just back and forth. It was a absolute pleasure to commentate this tournament. An absolute pleasure to watch it, to be a part of it. This was amazing, dude. This was absolutely amazing. And you really incorporated a lot of like some of the most important facets that people forget about Diablo 2. And that is adapting your strategy in dueling right on the spot. And that's what, you know, a lot of people, they build builds and they think, okay, this is going to be good versus this, or, you know, I'm going to be all of this type of build. You need to be able to adapt to what your opponent's doing. And I feel like every single person in this tournament, exception of myself, it was just really good at that, man. It was extremely good at adapting to what their opponent's doing. And you guys are insane duelers, insane duelers. So thank you all for that. If you haven't already, get your loot to the Iceman. Just go over and click on trade. When I see that pop up over there, I'll pop into trade with you. Synced at YouTube. Sorry for self-advertising. Dude, no, not at all, man. Advertise away, brother. I fully expect to see some of those duels on your channel. Wow. I have got to say, guys, like, this was an incredible tournament. Like, I'm so pumped that you guys stuck it out. I know it was a grindy match, like a grindy tournament with some duels that were super long, and you know, it was just a high level of skill coming from everybody in this tournament, dude. And I gotta tell you, man, this was just so fun to be a part of, just so fun to see, so fun to watch, you know, and amazingly fun to participate in. So I want to thank you guys for being you, for joining in, checking out the tournament. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will catch you guys on the next stream. Thanks so much again. Trucker, thanks for the gift to the community, brother, for the sub. I so appreciate that. Nim, same to you, brother. Gifting a sub to Dukes. You're helping with the goal. Man, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys. You guys make this like so fun. I just can't even. I'm at a loss for words. Lost for words. You guys are awesome, man. So, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. I will catch you next week. New stream schedule, 9 p.m. on Tuesdays, Thursdays, 7 p.m. on Wednesdays. Make sure you guys check it out. Trucker, again, thanks so much. I appreciate you guys. Have a great weekend. We'll catch you tomorrow.